Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masters. This is Wishblend reporting in. So, yeah, we've got some more card draws today because we've got some special bonus pack cards. We have 55, basically bonus legacy things, so we're going to go and spend them all. Don't know what we're going to get, but there's one card I want. It's called Infinite Cards, and it'll go well with Slifer in the Sunrise deck. It's in here somewhere, I just need to find it. So, fingers crossed, give us your best wish, and here we go. So, Ferris Zombie and Common Magic. Basically cancels attack. Of course, these legacy decks, they only have 2 cards. So, Synchro Magnet, what's this one? You see someone special summon this from your hand. So it's a summon one, get one free card. Explosive Urchin. Activate any when your opponent activates a trap card during your standby phase. Hit and miss. Inflict 1000 damage to your opponent. Your opponent must control a face-up trap card for you to activate and resolve this event. During your third phase after activation, send this card to the graveyard. It could be useful, but not with my current deck. Okay, Curse Spell. When the equipped monster is destroyed with this card, send graveyard and inflict damage to the player who controlled the equipped monster equal to the monster's original damage. So, for example, if I had a obelisk on the field and had that attached to it, I basically do additional 4000 damage. That's not bad. Squall of Bewitchment, change the attribute of the equipped monsters to what you select. Okay. What else we got? Blast Spider, once per turn, target dark machine control, and phase 1. One face card, your opponent controls and destroy them. If the monster you control that's really a dark machine, destroys the opponent monster by battle or card effect. Send to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the original thing. So that's great for a dark build deck. Grapple Blocker, when this card is number 7, you can select one monster your opponent controls. The such monster cannot attack or be distributed while the card remains placed on the field. During each end phase, pay for the rights or push the sword card. So basically it locks up a card. Great for all those people where they're cycling between all the different, leveling up and out for the rituals and synchroing. That's a special up on that, but it's expensive to roll. Harmonic Waves, target one person on the field, comes level 4 to the end phase. Don't know if that's basically going to help or hinder. Professional Beta, shove this card. So when it's flipped, shove this card and then place a monster in this column into the decks. If this is normal sort of specimen, change your card and name monster in this column to face down defense positions. I'll have to look into that because that's not the only time I've heard in their column referenced. I'll have to have a look at the next game. I think it's where you place them. Not sure it's horizontal or vertical though. Basically just normal basic ground flea. So show a 3 light muscles from your hand into the deck and then add 1 to 3 level 4 or lower light muscles from your deck to your hand. If you had 2 or more monsters, they must have the same name. That could be useful. but I need to really look at a specific light deck. So this is the only yellow one we have in the 10. Ah, Guildford Lighting. You can tribute 3 monsters to triple summon but not set this card. If summon this way, or destroy all monsters your opponent controls. So yeah. And Soul Hunter. Another fusion, but I don't have those 2 cards, I don't believe. Darkstorm Dragon. Card destroys normal monster when placed up on the field or in the graveyard. When it is cards normal monster on the field, you can normal summon it to have it become an effect monster with this effect. Once per turn, you can send 1 face-up spiral trap card you control to the graveyard to destroy all spiral trap cards on the field. It could be useful. Panther Shark. If your opponent controls 2 more monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributing. If you control equal shark, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only control 1 Panther Shark. Okay. Swarm of Crows. It's cannot be special summoned once per turn. Cannot be special summoned from the deck. So it must be a tribute summon then. Once per turn, you can change the card to face down defense. When this card is split summon, discard 1 random card for your opponent's hand. Okay. Acquire cores. If a monster with the same name on the field, increase the attack defense of all its monsters with the same name by 500 points. I can see it used, well, but depends on what you got. Okay, what have we got on this one? Cyber Raid. If this is card summoned, activate 1 card. So equip the card on the field, destroy the target, or equip the card on the field and equip that target to this card. Okay. Shield Crush basically destroys a defense position monster. Okay. So that's that. Let's try the next turn. See if we get any. Oh, look at that! We've got 1 old multicolour, 1 and 1 yellow. So let's see what we got. It's like going to the shop and buying loads of those booster packs and that one from the old days when we used to do the Yu-Gi-Oh battles and trading. Hero Heart. Target 1 face-up element of hero you control. Heart if it's attacked at the end of this turn, but it can attack twice during this turn's battle phase. Which is good if you've got the elemental hero deck, which I currently do not have. Fortune 2 level 3. Monsters neither play the target card in the field with card effects. If this card would be destroyed by battle or card effects, you can detach 1 material from this card instead. Once per turn, just down my phrase, gain 500 life points. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, select target 2 level 3 monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them both in your deck. If you do return this card from your graveyard to the extra deck, you can use this effect of number 4914 once per turn. Okay. As I say, I'm not used to the Curious and the other cards and that. But I say I will have to learn. Beast card. Huh. When this card is destroyed by a battle and sent to graveyard, you can have 1 level 1 4 beast type monster from your graveyard to your hand. Okay? Following, a wing type beast type monster from this card increases attack defense by 300. 2 basics. The big one. Don't know what this is going to be, but I'm hoping it's good. Okay, what have we got? A fusion, Okibeam, Omega Thunderball, no idea what cards they are. Quick spray card, Berserker Soul. When a monster you control inflicts 15,000 or less damage to your opponent by a direct attack, discard your entire hand minus minimum 1. Excavate the top card of your deck if it is a monster card, such as your graveyard. If you do that, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Then repeat this effect up to 7 more times or until you excavate a non-monster card. If a non-monster card is excavated, place it on top of your deck. That could be devastating. I can easily see that in partnership with the Wrath Disciple, because they're only like 1,100 attack each. I might need to find a spot for you in the deck, my friend. Normal wood attack, I think. This will Blackwind, sort of Blackwind deck. Special summon the card from your hand by tributing a Blackwind monster. But as I don't have a Blackwind deck, I'm going to skip that. Tuner effect card. When it's set from the graveyard, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Chain this card to your opponent's card pair that would inflict damage to you. The damage is negated and you gain life points equal to the amount you would have taken. Holy slowly. Not actual attack from a monster, but a card damage. I like it, but I haven't really got the space for it in this current deck. Once it turns, Archer monster you can control if you have a 300 attack attack as long as the card's placed up on the field. Because the check, you trip this card while nearest place is on the field to special summon one Neo Spatial Air Hummingbird from your hand or deck. Nice Neo Spatial deck. I am going to actually build one of those decks, but I need to build up the cards I've got first. Okay, what have we got? Tigrax, not bad, normal monster. You control 2 more face-up monsters with the same name as tokens of price effect. Depending on how many you control. That could easily go into the deck, but I've got other spells than that which are more useful at this time. Again, they would have been perfect for the Wrath Disciple card. Master Yin Yang Wizard, so normal Magician card. Cannot be used for synchro material except for synchro summon of a Blackwind synchro monster. Okay. Just mute that so I don't get interruptions. I remember using it old deck before the game, the old physical game. Fish effect card. If there's any graveyard with myself, fishbowl monsters. Frankly, I have no idea what fishbowl deck is, so pass. Self-battle phase, for this turn after the start resolve, neither players can activate spell, trap cards, or their effects. Neither player can activate cards or effects responsive to this card. Okay. If I was going for a neutralizing type deck, that might be useful. The Circus Soul. We'll see, that's definitely going into the deck. 2 yellow on this one. So I'll have to have 1 card come out, but get that one in. That's this one stays. Okay, Defcon Bird. Just got one of those cyberspace monster. Well, as I don't have a cyberverse deck, I'm going to skip that one. Now that is going to be very, very useful in a synchro deck when I actually get around to making one. But I'm going to have to learn a lot more how they work before I use it. A continuous trap, so I spend 800 to activate it. Then basically, if got any synchro monster in the graveyard, special summon it in the trap position. So it looks like the Call of the Haunted, this is basically 1 card summon, but if the trap card or monster is destroyed, then it takes the one with it. We have a yellow order. Normal bird attack. If you control at least 1 face of monster and have no monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. When this card is special summoned this way, the card's level becomes equal to the total levels of all of the monsters you control. If the level of this card is higher than 12, destroy this card. Okay. I've got it. So if I've got 1 monster with 5, it's level 5 now, then this will be level 5. If I've got 2 monsters at level 5, it'll be level 10, and so on. Makes sense. Nasty, mind you. Oh, what's this? Special. Definitely new to rare, but don't know. Oh, what the hell was that? Super rare. Okay. Warrior effect. So basically, so synchro card. Tuner and 1 more. Every card gains 100 attack for each of your opponent's banished cards. During standby phase, of a turn after this card was banished, special summon this banished card. You only use the effect once per turn. I thought I had something good then, but I don't know if I'll be able to use that one or not. But it's a playing game. Okay, normal fairy creature. Okay, so I basically put this trap down and the opponent basically draws 2 cards. Useful, not. I'm sure there's a way where that'll be detrimental to the opponent, but if a card is banished, gain 500 life points for each. Could be useful because I seem to be getting a lot of banished cards lately. Red screen. Your opponent and monsters cannot declare attacks during each of your end phases. You must pay 1,000 life points. This is not optional. Or if this card is destroyed, you can target 1 level 1 monster in your graveyard to destroy this card. If you do this, special summon that target. Red dragon actually must be on the field to activate and to resolve this effect. That's a double-edged sword, I think. So we have on this one. Okay, Birthright. Continuous trap. Activate this card for targeting one normal monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target in place of attack position. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. When the monster leaves the field, destroy the card. So it's basically another graveyard recovery card. Restoration point guard. Once per turn, if another link monster is link summon, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect for the rest of its turn. If a link monster that was link summoned using this card as material is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, or this card is in the graveyard, except during the damage stage, use special summon card. You can only use this effect once per turn. Okay. Oh god. Balloon accelerated cannon. Tribute all monsters and inflict damage to your opponent equal to how that monster's original attack. If you activate this card, you cannot activate any of the spell cards this turn. So we've got a strong defense that probably bypasses it. Dynamist Branchion. Pendulum Fail. Pendulum card. Once while this card is in your pendulum zone, you can negate and activate a card effect that ties to the Dynamist card you control, then destroy this card. If you not control this card in your monster zone, your opponent controls a monster that has the highest attack on the field, even if it's tied. You can special summon this card from your hand. Not bad. Tomorrow Dragon and Sky Story. That one can attack directly. Okay. Main Mackie. So one person monster your opponent controls. Discard card equal to that monster's level, and if you do, draw the same number of cards you discarded. Then return that monster to the hand. So, if it's a level 4 monster, discard 4 cards, and draw another 4 cards, just to turn that monster back to the opponent's hand. I think. Sorting spell, remove all spell counters on both sides of the field. Okay. Dynamist Eruption. If Dynamist monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, target one of your opponent cards and destroy the card your opponent controls and destroy it. Ask to preserve. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. It can be special summoned by removing from play 2 Beastoke Warriors from graveyard. Once per turn, you can discard 1 Beastoke Warrior to activate one of the following effects. Double this card's attack until the end of phase. This card can attack your opponent directly. Now that would be useful in a beast deck. Okay, we've got another 2 to go. That's 3 yellow. Purple Swordfish. If this card is almost or special summoned, all monster your opponent currently controls lose 600 attack defense. If you special summon a monster while you control the card, all monsters your opponent currently controls lose 600 attack. So it's basically reduce the card, reduce your opponent's attacking defense. XYZ cards, again, I'm not sure how they all work, but I need to really look into them when I get loads of time free. Okay, Dragon card. When opponent monster declares a direct attack, you can special summon this card from your hand in attack position. If you do, for the rest of this turn, it cannot be destroyed by battle, and the battle damage you take from battles performing this card is halved. If this card is sent to the graveyard as link material, you can have one of the dark monsters from your graveyard, add it to your hand. Also, your opponent can add one monster from their graveyard to their hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Okay. Go your king, Juno card. So basically gets bonus for each Earth warrior type you've got. Okay. You look at the random drawing. Oh my god, there's an old one. Now that takes a lot to get out on the field. Cannot be normal summons out. It must be special summoned from your hand by attributing the three other parts. Sanga the Thunder, Corridon and Sujini. Sorry, I'm totally terrible at the pronunciation of these. I have no idea if my collection has any of those three. Worth having a look though. Tricks and Nightshade. This card sent to graveyard. You can summon tricks of monsters. Okay. Yeah, these legacy decks are literally any card that's appeared in Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime series. Yeah. Can't go in defense whatsoever. Some of put defense is 0. But yeah, that's a nice attack card, apart from the side effect. Cyber Commander, yeah. Desert. Battle positions face up monsters that are flipped face up. Activation of this card cannot be changed except with card effect. Okay. Ink Knight Burst. Once per turn, you can destroy up to 3 other Ink Knight cards you control. Every turn, you can number card your opponent controls to their hand. This is a card sent to the graveyard. You can add to 1 Ink Knight playing a monster from your extra hand deck to your hand. Okay. That's another one of those decks I have no idea about. That's one thing I like about this game. It's literally a case of there's so many new cards to look into and see if you can figure out what they are. Okay, Seal of the Ancients. Pay 1,000 life points, pick up and see all face down cards on your opponent's side of the field, then return them to original positions. Effects of their face down cards are not activated. So that's basically just so I can look at the cards. That's not going to be really useful. Gamble, you can only activate a card when your opponent's hand is 6 or more cards and you had this 2 or less. Toss a coin and call heads or tails. If you call it right, draw into your hand as 5 cards. If you call it wrong, skip your next turn. Now if you're into like a gambling deck, a bit like Jerry was from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! His luck deck, then that would be right in that deck, definitely. It might be fun to actually make one of those look decks. Yeah, just for a bit of fun. Okay, deep dive. End battle phase, cards destroyed, graveyard, choose one monster from your deck and place on top of your deck. Basically, elemental hero deck. There is some nice cards there, I will admit that. But it's just a case of the one I want, I don't have. Okay. Catapult turn. If this card's in the first position, place 1 card from this field. You can remove from play a number of cards you graveyard equals number of counters on the card. Destroy that many spell traps on the field. Increase life points by 300 for each monster on the field. Now, that doesn't include just mine. That looks like the field is both sides, I'd say. That could be useful if you've got full field. Okay, what we've got here? Mayat. It's another one of those question mark ones. Cannot be normal summon set. It must be special summon from your hand by sending one light dragon type monster and one light fairy type monster you control to the graveyard. It cannot be special summoned any other ways. Once per turn, you can declare 3 card names, extract the top 3 cards from your deck, and add them to your. Add any of them that you named to your hand. Also send the remaining cards to the graveyard. This card attack and defense. Each of them equal to the number of cards added to your hand by this effect times 1000. Oh. So I'll have to go up, go down. If the attack of monster summoned by your opponent excludes special is 500 or less, the monster is destroyed. Divine Dragon for 5-star. Not bad stats. Once per turn, you contribute one of the face-up water monster and select one continuous or field spell in your graveyard and return it to the top of your deck. Could be useful to clear a field spell. Function mirror. Look at your opponent's hand, select and discard one spirit monster to the graveyard if monsters exist in his or her hand. No glowing ones on here, but I can still get the card. Infinite hands are still possible. Draining attack. This can't be used to equip warrior type monsters. They're treated as dragon type and increase attack defense by 500 points. Colosseum Cage of Gladiator Beast. The Gladiator Beast deck. Field card. Return sword. Activate only for the end phase. You can return up to 3 monsters destroyed this turn from the graveyard to their own decks. I'm thinking Rise Destroyers. The rare cards, the 3 ones I used to summon the gods. Summon them, sacrifice them to get the god. They get sent to the graveyard, and use this to pull them back into the deck. I don't know. What is that? You can add 1 Gemini. Don't have Gemini. Eternal monster, but level 5. Send a card from your hand graveyard to use the level of 1 monster on the field by 1 until the end phase. Okay, what have we got on this one? So if you're controlling a summon type monster, your opponent cannot target this card for attacks. Each time a summon type monster or special summon, send the top 2 cards of the opponent's deck to the graveyard. Oh, this is a deck destroying card. Another card for the zombie deck. Another upgrade. Doom Shaman. Fiend. I think that's a zombie. I think zombies are fiends, so That really ties to the same deck. Not bad. Not so worried about repeating that person line. Once per turn, you can banish one fish, C7 Earth, Thomas from your hand, and target a fatal card your opponent controls and destroy it, then banish this card to your next until your next standby phase. You as spell. Destroy this card, your opponent activates a card or effect that towers a card in the graveyard. When this card is destroyed by the spell set to graveyard, your opponent shovels all cards in their graveyard into their deck. Well, that's great if someone's like, you've got a necro deck where they're using the graveyard to basically summon things. If they're not in the graveyard, they can't summon them. Tell you what else we got. Normal wind monster. Using bright walks. Type 1 bright for fusion monster you control, which I don't have any of. When your opponent controls destroys as many of the special summon monsters in the field as possible, then each player that had a monster destroyed by a spell takes damage equal to the combined for an attack of the targeted monsters on the field. Okay. Draw into your opponent's end phase, so it can be used on both sides. Place one card face up on your side of the field from your hand or deck in this order. The second circle versus the third circle. If one circle card is removed from your side of the field, all of them on your side of the field are sent to the graveyard. We have all three sarcophagus cards on your side of the field, send all three to the graveyard. Special summon one Spirit of the Pharaoh from your hand or deck. Don't know what Spirit of Pharaoh is, so I have to have a look at that one. Well, definitely get a lot of zombie cards. Cannot be someone say, must be someone with Deal with a Dark Roller. Don't know if I've got that card. The card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. So on each of your end phases, this card loses a 500 attack, so it probably gets weaker after each spell. It'd be nice to make a zombie deck, because it looks like we're getting lots of them down. Spirit this card, battle quick effect, you can discard one dragon monster to graveyard. This card gains 100,000 attack versus the end of the battle phase. So that's a nice little one. 4-star off the bat, and then basically can instantly go up and out to 2,000 attack. That's not bad at all. Dimensional Reflector. I will leave them, let them build up again. But yeah, that's not bad. So let's go to the deck. I need to put the Berserker card in. Didn't really use you. finish the palette right. Oh, that's better. L3 lets me have the monsters I've got and don't have. Where's that Berserker card? There you are. But how that'll actually play in the Duel, I'm afraid you'll have to wait for the next episode. That's a separate recording, I'm afraid. But I hope you enjoyed finding what we had in the Legacy deck. With that, I'll see you in the next episode. Laters.